Let's go. Going live. Yes, day one journey, episode 881. 881 episodes so far. Almost 3 years. And today I have one message. One message. Stop judging yourself. Stop judging yourself. When I say these words, I'm thinking specifically about one friend of mine, very close to me. And they are just judging themselves all the time. Maybe not all the time, but when they do that, they can be very harsh. We do mistakes, we learn from our mistakes, we move on. This is part of life. We can't expect ourselves to be perfect all the time. There's no perfect. There's nothing like, I'm doing mistakes all the time. I also break my own promises. Do I judge myself? No, I deploy empathy with myself. I try to treat myself as my best friend. And yes, I don't want to be harsh with myself. I want to be true to myself. Like, if I do something that is not good for me in the short term, or more specifically in the long term, I want to say to myself, Asaf, this is not good for you. But this is not me judging myself. It's me pointing out the truth, but still having this positive attitude. Okay, so what can we do now? It happened. We made the mistake. I think I'm not sure if the most, but when I think about this friend of mine, sometimes after they realize the results, the outcome, then they say, how could I have done that? They judge themselves in the past with the new information that they have right now. This is not being fair. Back then, you didn't know that. So now you judge yourself. Why didn't you act like, well, you didn't know? Let's say you go into a relationship, and you spend few good months there. Few good, precious months of your life. And only then you realize something about your partner that you don't like. So you decide to break up. Okay, move on. But judging yourself why you didn't realize before, things happen, people change. It takes time to understand. Some other people, maybe he was hiding from you some things. You realize right now this is not for you. Good. Pat yourself on your back, on your shoulder. Be proud of yourself for realizing it. Because some people don't realize it and they stay trapped all their lives. You realized it. Now, yes, it took you a few months, even a few years, but you realize it now and you end it now and you move on. Why judge yourself? Why start with all these unhelpful thoughts about why didn't I know before? Why didn't I realize this lie? You didn't. It happens. Accept that. You're a human being. You're not a robot. Forgive yourself. You made the mistake, or you realize only after a few months, or whatever happened. It happened. Take a deep breath. Understand that now you have the freedom to move on. Learn from your mistakes, whatever they were. Not even from your mistakes, from your experience. Sometimes you need experience to actually realize things. And don't judge yourself in the past. Don't judge the past version of yourself making the decision you made in the past with the information that you have right now. You didn't have this information back then. It's not fair. Just be fair to yourself. And yes, don't judge yourself. It's not helpful. This is the episode for the day. Have a good day. Day 1. See you tomorrow.